Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my sunflowers. How are you on this fine Thursday evening? Well, I hope your week was good. And as we approach TGIF Friday, the end of the week, the end of the work week for many of us, right? So, but this weekend on Saturday, please join us because we go live at 4 p.m. on Saturday evening. And we're going to be talking about the hot topics, like
Cat
Williams, Opal, the color purple. We're going to be talking about the hot topics, those two topics. And we really would like to hear what you have to say about it. So with that being said, let me just get on to what we're talking about. So what it's talking about now is Kylie. I don't know why people are surprised when they say she look old. I have been saying it. But to me, people think it's the Botox and fillers. I don't think so. That doesn't look like Botox to me. And it doesn't, I'm not saying it isn't. It seems to me now, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Allegedly, I'm just saying what I see. I don't know Kylie. I don't know anything about her, right? But what I see is she got that look like somebody who's been depressed and been drinking a little too much, like the swollen face. And she looked depressed. Like somebody who's been hiding their feelings because she had a little bags under her eyes and her face was swollen. And another person who I saw who looked like that, and I gotta be honest, and that is Beyonce. The good thing is that's if you're drinking a little too much, or maybe she had a little bit of too drink last night. That's what it looked like to me. It did not look like she was overly done. However, Kylie looked like she's a 32-year-old woman.
She does.
Even though she looks great. Now, the thing is, she looks like she's 32, right? But if she keeps cool and not overdo it, at 32, she could still be looking like that. You understand what I'm saying?
You're right.
Because she's still young. Her skin is still vibrant. So at 32, she could still be looking like that. However, with Caucasian skin, their skin is not as dense as our skin. So therefore, their skin will show wrinkles more than our skin will show wrinkles. Me being a cosmetologist and an esthetician, I can tell you this. So this is why. So I'm saying because she's still young, at 32, she could look like that. She could be looking like she could be at her peak. Now, you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like Cat Williams said that he was 5'5" when he was young, when he was a young boy, probably 14, 15 years old. He was 5'5", but he reached his peak. And I'm saying maybe she reached her peak. If she continued to take care of herself, don't do too much, but a little bit of Botox, a little bit of fillers, they go away if they're done correctly, I think, unless they come out with something. So for me, I don't think that. I really think it's a little bit too much of burning a candle at both ends of the stick. Burning a candle at both ends. What do you think, baby Crone? I know you think a little different than me, so go ahead. I'm ready.
Okay. Baby Crone believes she could be stressed.
Yes, I agree.
And the only kind of stress I could think she could be stressed over is
Travis.
Yes.
I still think she's in love with Travis, and I think that in Charlemagne, what's his name?
Timothy Chalamet.
Charlemagne. I think Charlemagne. I think that she, when you can't get over, you get under. And I think that she's invested feelings. And I think that he's probably giving her a run for her money too.
Yes.
I think that he's wearing her out too, in some degree. I mean, he done did Willy Wonka. I mean, being with her, she put him to the stratosphere. So now everybody know him, because prior to then, when people say, the guy, know me by my name. What is it?
Call Me
by My Name. I seen the movie. And I didn't get the movie. I guess I got to look at it again. But But I didn't even know who he was. You understand?
Mhm.
So now the world know who.
But that is kind of suspicious.
Okay.
If you think about it,
Mm-hmm.
he played in a homosexual movie.
Yeah.
That's a bit curious. That's all I got. I'm not saying he is, but I got a question mark on that, even though it's acting. But Will Smith has done it too, but that's another color.
Will Smith is bisexual.
Exactly.
When you read, before you come on my page say that it's another way to look at things. And everything we say on this, putting 90% of what we say is allegedly.
Yes.
Okay. And there are things we say 10% is a lot when you're considering what is and what isn't. But right now, we know the deal about with all this stuff with Diddy and stuff going on. We know the deal. But we don't know because he is a married man.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
If anything, he's bisexual, and whether he's bisexual or lilectual,
I mean,
that's
it
his
for
right.
Kylie because Kylie goes both ways too.
She does.
Mm.
Oh yeah, because she was with the girl Jordan, and she wanted to marry Jordan. Yeah, but outside of Kim, I think those girls goes. I think those Kardashian girls goes both ways.
Yeah,
I really do.
Anyway,
wow. Thank you, baby Crone, for going over there. Well, anyway, we back here. So anyway, that's what I think. So
yes.
Let's just lay out some cards and let's really, really see what's going on. Okay.
All right. What card do we want to pick to be Kylie?
I'm thinking about let me shuffle. What cards? I mean, I've already shuffled them. That's why they were in front of me. But I like to do it in front of you so you know that I am.
All right. Honest. I have 3 ideas.
Oh my God! Just give me your best one.
I can't figure out which one's the best because they all have something to pick on what's going on.
I already know which one I'm thinking.
Okay, I was thinking, to be a little bit more positive, I was thinking of the tower, as a way to isolate herself.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And
I'm going to see if you're going to get them. I'm thinking of a brick wall, so she won't steal it because, sometimes we have that thing where we get each other thoughts.
And then I was thinking maybe mice because something's eating at her mentally.
Okay.
And then maybe like the star to represent needing like navigation and hope.
Baby Crone, I love you so much. But I'm in a disagreement with all 3. And you tell me, do you disagree with what I'm choosing?
Okay.
The mask.
Oh, yes, I very much like that.
Because we're dealing with her face.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I don't think there is a mask in my deck.
Oh.
That's probably why I didn't think of it.
Sugar. Okay, so pick one of the ones you want to pick.
Okay, I will. Oh, no, you can still pick the mask. I'll see if I
can No. Pick what you want to pick. What would be equivalent to a mask?
Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, I told you I use a whole different deck than you.
Maybe like a book to represent like a... You don't know.
Why don't you do mice?
Okay, well,
you said mice. Something that's eating away
at her. Yes, mice.
I do think she's stressed.
Yes, I do think so too.
Either that, or she's staying up late and not getting her proper amount. One or the other. That's what I think. I don't think this is Botox or fillers. And Kylie, I don't. I could be wrong, but I don't think that at all. But go ahead, because it just looked like somebody who was. Been drinking what?
Yes, it could be the tree to represent her health.
Okay, that could Okay, I like it.
Yes, I found the happy medium.
Okay, and I will do tree too. All right, let's go. Let's get tree. Let me get my tree. Baby Crone, you could be looking for your tree.
Oh, but my cards are going to be different from yours.
It's okay. Just pick them back up. You gotta
I'll look
search them anyway, right?
Yeah, you're right. I'll look for a tree.
See, here was the mask.
What number is it?
The mask was 40. You're right. You was right. So tree was right. Like I said, I use these other cards that these are not Letterman. They're Letterman. Let's say it.
Letterman.
They're the Lettermans, but they're different. What was we looking for?
Tree.
Tree. You got your tree?
Yes, I do have my tree.
I had my tree too. Ha ha. So we got the tree, and the tree does stands for health. One of the things for a tree, it does stand for health. So let's just look at how she's doing. And this is a heart. So this is somebody that this is a heart. So hearts are good. They are positive. So this is about a tree and a lineage, but it also has to do with health, and it has to do with illnesses or a illness that could be coming on. So it could be something like this. So let's, as we go on. So the first card I want to lay out would be, you don't have it. So I have time.
Okay.
You won't have time.
I know what I put in place of time though.
Compass. What you put?
I put the compass.
And if compass come out, I won't use it.
Okay.
All right. Fish. You have fish.
Yes, number for fish.
34. Well, you wouldn't have a well. You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna remove it. And we have a well, right? And we didn't have a clock either.
No.
What did you use for clock?
The compass, the star.
So let me go back and get it. You did the compass?
No, that's the moon.
Okay, I got it. It's upside down. It is certainly, these are all upside down. There it is. That's number 19?
Yes.
Okay. The compass. Okay, so I got the compass.
Are you sure this is 19?
16.
Yes.
16. I don't have my glasses. 16?
Yes.
So, and you have 34?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have roses?
Yes, I do. The bouquet.
You have bear? 15?
Yes.
We have number 32, moon.
Okay.
Oh, we have the sun.
All right.
Excuse me. We have the mountain. This is 21.
Yeah, that is a mountain.
And we have number 33, which would be the key. Also, I would have mice.
They still showed up anyway.
They showed up anyway. They showed their tail right on up. Right on up. Wait a minute. Put your card on the side. Flip these over. This is the mice. I have the mice, and on the bottom, I have the fox. Okay, I'm gonna put my glasses on because this is talking about her. So I don't know what we're looking for. What we looking for, baby?
Her health.
We're looking for her health. That's right, because we did pick the tree. Okay.
If we look above her and below the tree.
Yep.
Because we have to look at what's supporting the tree.
Yeah. Go ahead, talk.
Above the tree, I can see that she comes off very fruitful, beautiful, altogether fertile. But underneath the tree, she feels very barren in a sense, because the mountain, a mountain could be plush, but also a mountain is like earth and rocks. So she has a very sturdy foundation within herself though, which is fitting because she's a Leo. So as a Leo, she would be self-confident even amongst the face of the people. That's all I got so far.
Okay. Now, what I'm looking at clubs.
Okay.
And baby, I'm going to take you somewhere, so just bear with me, okay?
Okay.
I'm looking at clubs. And whenever I think of clubs, I think of a weapon, right?
Mhm.
And if he was playing a deck of cards, the clubs would be the black. They would be black. So when I think of clubs, I'm going to say she has 1, 2, 3. She has 4 clubs. So that lets me know there's something darkened that's happening. Something dark. Earthly wise, she appears that everything is all right. She appears everything is okay because we have the sun. But we also see in the club, we see a mountain. And because it's a club, it doesn't mean it's a sickness. This doesn't seem like a sickness as much as it seemed like a worry. You understand what I mean? Like something may be bogging her down. Something she may not have peace over. Something that, see, if you look at my mountain, you'll see one side gray and one side white. That lets me know that this is somebody who's trying to hide something, but find it overwhelming. Here again, I see a key. And I see, for me, it's a cage, but the bottom line is a key. And whenever you have a key, that's to lock away something. So when I'm looking at her base, at her root, what the world see, I think Kylie hide things about herself. I think maybe her family know, I don't know. But I'm just talking about maybe to the world. And I don't even know her family. I don't know. I just know that I'm getting a sense that hide things, that even to herself, she probably don't even want to deal with it. You understand? Or maybe she could, example is she could really be still grieving Travis, but acting like it doesn't. And it could be maybe she parties or she drinks or she doesn't, because her face looked very puffy and swollen. And a lot of times, like I said, that usually, I'm not a doctor, I'm just observation. Usually it comes from when you overly drink, or when you had a night out, or you just drank a little bit too much that day or that night or whatever, and went to sleep, and just puffy because she just didn't look well. She wasn't happy, and whatever was going on, it was showing in her face. Definitely, because usually she's always together, but she wasn't together. And on a sidebar, another person that I saw crack, and that was Jennifer Lopez. She always looked good, but I saw her this time and her face was cracked. So I'm thinking this is what I see. I think Kylie's heart ain't right. I think that inside of that cage is something buried that is very, very dear to her. It's something that really affects her heart. And I think that she hides it. And I think that maybe this is why she probably maybe drink a little too much. I don't know. I know she drinks, but I'm just saying maybe she parties too much or drink a little too much. Above her, I see fish, so bountiful. From the on-site, from her head, everything looks good. Everything like it's going together. She got roses. She's got an abundance. On the all side of her, you see the bear, and you see that she's the mother bear. She's going to protect her kids. So you see all these wonderful things. But when it get to her gut area, where her heart is, where her chakras are, and her heart and her gut and her lower regions, you'll see that it's a compass. So therefore, she's not sturdy. Her heart ain't sturdy. She's feeling it in her stomach. She's not 100 herself. It could have just been this day. It could have just been a bad day with a bad picture. She could have been having a hangover. We don't know what it is. And then we see the tree, and then I see the moon. So here we see the compass, we see the moon. So internally, I think my girl is going through changes.
Oh.
Because of the moon. I think she's going through changes. And I think that she's just off. And like I say, she could just be drinking a little too much, partying a little too much, and it's showing. But I do not think that this is a sickness. I don't. Baby Crone.
Yes. What baby Crone sees is, yes, to the public, she does come off like she's got it all together and abundant because we have the fish and the flowers, and she comes off strong
and beautiful. She comes off beautiful because that's what the flowers represent, roses. So that too, but something cracked. It's like, oh,
yes, something did.
and
and you know what? She's just the best way I could say is that she is a true example, at least the way I view it at this moment, a true good example of a Leo.
Okay.
Because a Leo is out there in the public.
They fiery, gone.
Yes. They're very strong and confident in themselves. So even when they're down in the dumps, they still have this persona that they're going to put out to the world.
Yeah.
And how fitting that the sun is here at the very bottom. So like even her element is showing up that she's trying to push through these obstacles because of the moon.
And I think they matters of the heart.
Yes, they really are matters of the heart.
And it could be some business. And the reason why the ship didn't show up, but it could be some business because of the abundance. But fish mean abundance. It means money. It means things like that. So it could be, but I don't think that would make her face well.
Right.
No.
Unless she's just indulging in too much liquid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But water, I don't know if water would do it unless you're drowning yourself with water, but it just seemed like alcohol. Alcohol will do that.
Right.
I mean, I don't know her to do anything other than that. And you know what? She could have had a bad night. You know, I don't drink, so I never did. So I've tasted alcohol twice in my life. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it made me feel. It just made me feel like I had wings. I don't know. I didn't like it.
The thing I could see, lastly, to finish off.
Yeah.
The key. I just see that she's really good at
hiding.
Yes, and keeping
locking things away.
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe. But you know what? I'm curious. How would the fox and the mice fit into this?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the fox and the mice, didn't I? Well, I think the mice eating at her. I think it's something inside of her heart that Kylie's not dealing with. And I think it eats at her. I really, really, really do. I think it eats at her. I think when you holding a lot of stuff in, especially matters of the heart, it eats at you. And I think that's what the mice represent for me. And when I think of a fox, but when I think of a fox, they are workers, but all at the same time, you just can't trust them. So it could be some mistrust going on. Maybe she doesn't really trust Charlemagne. Maybe there's some mistrust. Maybe there's something going on where there's a mistrust, where she has a mistrust for men. After all, Travis cheated. He could, I'm thinking there is some where there could be some mistrust. And maybe because of all of these things, this is why she probably maybe indulged, maybe just a little one drink too many.
Okay. And I was wondering.
And I'm not saying it's anything wrong with it. And I'm certainly not saying that she's an alcoholic. Absolutely not. No. But if she is, she's a high functioning one because she is rich and she's building a mega mansion.
Yes.
And she has business. So the girl is, from what I understand, this woman is bigger than Kim when it comes down to finance.
That is true.
And maybe this is why Kim work all the time too. Yes. Because she's working for Balenciaga.
Yes, she is.
Why she take that when she know that company got a name for the P word?
Yes.
So with that, I don't understand, just a sidebar, I don't know why Kim would take something like that. I guess we have to do a reading on Kim.
Yes, we.
All right. So let's just go on back to this. Why did Kim take Balenciaga? Make a note of that. We're going to go on that. Okay. So with that being said, so this is what we think, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to flip my card over. Oh, yeah. I have maize. What do you have?
The sickle.
Why you copy off of what I had the last time?
Know.
Okay. So what I see on that sickle, what is it? Is it a club? Is it a spade?
It's a pentacle. It's a diamond.
No, it's a diamond. Okay. Good. So in that case, here I see, here in the maze, I see all of them. But here I see a maze. So that means I think that right now, I think Carly is just trying to figure things out within herself. I think Carly has some emotional feelings that she's dealing with. I don't really think that you could just get over somebody in 3 and 4 months or 5 months. How long she's been dating this man? It hasn't been that long, has it? I don't think it's been a year. Charlamagne.
Yes.
I just don't think you could just get out of one relationship and you love someone and then you just in another one. I think that you're not giving yourself time to heal, and it takes a good year for the energy of somebody else to get off of you, especially if you're not doing any kind of spiritual cleansings. But go ahead.
8 months.
See what I mean?
Yeah, they started dating in April of 2023.
See? Yeah. But go ahead. So this is why, and sometimes when you still got all that negative energy all on you from your previous boyfriend and this and who knows in between, all of that is carrying, it's negative energy. Oh, people, we have to learn that when you be with someone, you take their energy, especially when you're intimate.
Yes.
Okay.
I think the sickle could represent, maybe Kylie's taking inventory within herself and cutting away things, trying to get rid of this negative energy.
When I think of the sickle in this case, because I see the maze, I think she's in pain.
Okay.
I think that sickle means she's dealing with some hurt.
All right.
Because the sickle, is it facing inward or outward?
Outward.
So she's dealing with it, but she's still, I think the sickle means she's in pain. Her face showed it. That's not a face of somebody that's Botox to me.
No.
Or fillers. The face was the same, because what that got to do with the bags? It's slightly, you can see where she tried to cover it up with makeup.
And even like her cheeks a little, you could see
the line. And she's too young to have frown lines. So that just had to be, I don't know. Something just seems like, I think it was just a bad day. A bad picture, and I think she was just going through something at that moment. And I think that Kylie been putting up a front, and I think that we just caught it at a moment where she couldn't hide it, because who you are on the inside shows through who you are on the outside, you know. So with that being said, you have a question?
No, I don't think I have any. Does Kylie love Timothy?
That question, you just could have kept that one to yourself, Jack.
That's the only question I want to know.
I think that's the war side of her about it.
Yeah.
I think she may think she love him, but I think it's too much going on. I just see it's too much going on, too many emotions. See, the maze, the sickle.
Got you.
No. Did my expression say it?
Yes.
Out of everything I read and said, no. She's figuring it all out. She's still in pain. And you know, that man, Charlamagne could be.
Yeah, he could be the fox.
He could be the fox. We don't know. Because she has blown him up. And after all, Selena Gomez walked up and asked him for a picture. That must have blew his head up even more. So you don't know how many famous girls are coming up to him now, because he's been with the great Kylie Jenner. And now the world want to have him just to see what she had.
Yeah.
Right? She better watch out for Kim. But
for real.
I'm joking. But with that being said, I don't have a question. I just want to know that she's going to get well. I think whatever she's going through, I definitely don't see no sickness. However, she could be. But I'm not picking that up. I do see that there is some hurt. And if there's anything wrong with her, it is brought on by stress.
Yes.
And that's what I see. And that is my read. And that's all I have. I have nothing else to say. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I really, really do.
And hope to see you on Saturday.
And I hope to see you Saturday. And I hope you enjoy this read. I really, really did, because it really gave me an insight to how she could be feeling and why she looked that way. I think it was just a bad day and her slip was showing. With that being said, sunflowers. Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my sunflowers. Well, I'm not here for no chit chat. I just want to get to the bottom line. Well, I had did a reading on Kylie Jenner, and I had a picture of her, I had a picture of her, and I thought that's what she looked like. But as soon as we got finished and we were getting ready to post, baby Crone brought me another picture of her. And when I saw this picture, I was absolutely mortified. If it's not true that a picture paints 1,000 words, I don't know. In the reading that I had gave, I had said that I didn't think it was Botox. I'm going to hold to that to a point, because she could just be letting it go out of her face. And if that is what she's doing, then it could get lumpy or lopsided. You know what I mean? Because it's dissolving. She could be just doing that and have to go through these stages because she doesn't want to fill it again. Or she could just be going back and having it removed from her face. It could be that too. Or it can't be surgery because, So I don't feel that. But another thing that I thought was alarming, I think she lost some weight, and that what was alarming, and she looks very thin and pale. So that, in my reading, I felt like she was stressed. I felt like she was drinking a lot, or drinking, not a lot, but just drinking and hanging out and stressing. Now, I don't know what to think. I don't know if she's sick. I don't know. I don't know. So I want to just pull a couple of cards right here. You can't see them, so you trust me. So the first card I'm just going to pull, I'm going to pull the bear. I know you can't see it, so I'm just going to sit it down. This is the Letterman, and this is a bear. And the next card that I'm going to pull is going to be a 27. And the third card, because I'm only going to do 3 because I'm only here for a brief moment. So what I see in the bear is somebody that is very, very successful, but it brings them no happiness. It gives her everything she needs, but I'm getting this bear wants a family. Like, she wants a husband. She wants her children. She wants a family. This is what I'm picking up. And somehow I'm picking up sorrowfulness. Another card that I get is the letter. And I'm thinking in this letter, because it does have spades, and it has 7 spades. So I'm thinking that she got some kind of some news through information somehow. I think she may have gotten a little bad news. And also, I see the key. And the key, what did I say the key? I can't even remember because I'm so disturbed by her. Anyway, the key is about unlocking something, and this is a diamond. So this is unlocking something or dealing with something. I can't even really think about how I want to use the word key at this moment, but I do see it as something hidden. So whatever that was in that letter, or like some kind of information, some kind of knowledge, like some kind of information, some kind of knowledge that she got from the letter that probably, or we live in a modern time, so nobody really deals with letters unless you're getting a bill in the mail or something, mail. But I'm saying there could have been some conversation she had with someone over the phone or over the net, and whatever it was, it could have taken some time, and it could have just shook her, you know? It could have been good news or bad news. I don't think it was good news. Whatever she's listening to, whatever she's getting, I think it's taking a toll on her. She's lost a lot of weight unless she's going through some kind of transition. So when I look at these cards, I said earlier, because this is the bear, and the bear is always successful. It's always fruitful. You know what I mean? And she seems like, in all of the money that she has, this young woman doesn't seem happy. It doesn't fulfill her. Maybe because it's all she known. And like I said, I think the communication, I think that some kind of communication, something is bringing her down. Something is making her sad. She's getting some information that's making her sad. And if it's not that, then it's some kind of sickness or something she caught. You know, but I don't like to think like that. So I like to just go back and just think that it could just be something bad. But whatever it is, if it's bad enough, we'll know what it is. It'll have to be revealed. We may not know because they have a way of keeping secrets, but they will have to let us know that she is sick. I don't think it's that kind of sickness. I truly believe that this young lady is unhappy. And I think it has to do with her. Let me turn the card over. Oh. Yes. This is 16. And I think I just see nothing but space. And this has got to be the stars. So hope. I just think that whatever's going on with her or whatever she's dealing with, I think she's hanging in there, doing the best she can. And I think that her night skies will get bright again in time. Whatever she's going through, I think is stressing her out. I just don't think that she would want to look the way she looked. And also, I want to add, the camera can sometimes just catch you off. But I had to come back because I seen two different pictures. But this last one shook me. I didn't know she looked like that. Yes, baby Crone.
Yes, baby Crone is fascinated to see that almost all the same cards came out again from the last.
Is that right?
Yes. The only one that is different is the letter. All the other cards appeared in her tarot reading.
Wow. What about the star?
Yep, the star was even there too.
Wow. There you have it. Look at both of them. I'm gonna try to connect. I'm gonna try to connect this, but it's gonna be long. Is that going to be okay? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, anyway, I just had to come and share this. I had just climbed in my bed, getting ready to look at a good old movie, and baby Crone showed me this, and I said, because I knew people were saying, but you know, I don't go by everything what bloggers say, because I know that they can over exaggerate. So I just had that one picture because, like I said, I don't research. When I'm doing a reading, the least I know is better off. And sometimes I get it, and sometimes I miss. It's you're reading for people you can't see, and you're reading for people you don't even know. So you just take a hunch, you go on your intuition, and you take a stab in the dark, and you trust that it is what it is. And right now, I'm concerned, but I'm sure no one is more concerned than her family. And whatever she's going through, we know she's going to get through it. It just seems like she's sad. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sorry that I had to come back and bring this news, but that was very troublesome to my soul. So that's all I have to say. Sunflowers.